I'm going to do a quick stream here. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I am just sitting in my room here. Not up to too terribly much. As you probably can see. If I can get anybody on the stream. Hey, Rafe. How you doing, bud? Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, that sign over there, my uncle gave me when I went to Utah to visit him back in 2012. I'm not sure if you saw the sign before you came on, but yeah, that sign I got when I was 11 years old. I'm 20 years old now. I can't believe that was literally 10 years ago. I have the fondest memory of stepping foot at the Salt Lake City airport and him holding up that sign for me. Seriously, one of the best memories that I can recall. I remember it every single day. It was on the 4th of July 2012. I was getting off a plane that just landed in Salt Lake City. I know who I'm going to see there, my great uncle Jim. I get off the plane, go over into the terminal, and see some guy holding up a sign that says, "Welcome to Utah, Alex." And I was like, "Oh, I know who that is," in a sarcastic manner. I mean, I knew who he was, but he's my uncle. But I was, that's seriously one of the best memories I've ever had. Put my glasses back on. Yeah, Utah is definitely one of my favorite states. Salt Lake City, I don't really remember much of. I was mostly there just to visit family. But it's definitely. I don't remember it too well, but all I'll say though is that it's a pretty neat city. It's got some pretty decent elevators, according to Andrew. I think Andrew and his buddy Jason were out there in May. I think late May, early June. I think they saw some pretty decent stuff out there. The town that I stayed in, though, Tooele, like a 40-minute drive south. Definitely, I don't think there's many elevators there, but it's a pretty neat little town, though. Just give me a second, I'm messaging something. Yeah, I haven't been on too many vectors. I mean, it's unfortunate that they're not as common as they used to be. I mean, so many of them have gone modernized. At least I think they have, but I'm not 100% positive because I haven't been on many vectors. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks, Rafe. I'm definitely really glad I was able to get to 1,000 subs. I am almost done with school, by the way. I am really looking forward to the end of this year, because at this current rate, I will be 2 years late, but I will be receiving my high school diploma / GED on New Year's Eve if all goes well. I am really, really looking forward to this. I don't want to say publicly why I took extra time, but I mean, but yeah, I can tell you in private though, Rafe. I mean, I trust you. Because you never really know who's watching these live streams. I mean, you're on here. I mean, I trust you, but like I said, though, it's kind of hard to tell sometimes who's watching these streams. Yeah, I'm actually doing something for school right now. I do online school, by the way, so I have my own schedule, and yeah, I unfortunately did not graduate early. I mean, my girlfriend and I first met when we were in elementary school. She's 2 years younger than me. I was in third grade, she was in first. So technically, yeah, we were 2 grades apart, but in seventh grade, I dropped out and got held back a year to go to homeschooling. Then I had some issues that came up in 2019. I had to get held back yet another year, and because of that, she actually ended up finishing before me. But that's not too embarrassing to me because we're both class of 2021, and I've known her ever since I was a real little kid. I really love the fact that yes, we are a couple of years apart in age, but we were able to experience finishing high school together, which I think is going to be a lifetime memory for us, even though it really wasn't supposed to be that way. It's a memory, you know. I mean, sometimes things happen for a reason. We're both the class of 2021, which is awesome. Hey, I mean, I didn't really have any big plans when I was 18, 19, or 20. I mean, I was like, you know what? I don't really think I need to rush finishing school. Because, like I said, if I don't really have any big plans to, like, work a six-figure job or something or go to college, then why do I need to rush myself? So that's why I took my time. And even my girlfriend and her parents say it takes what it takes. Graduating from school, not just high school, college, takes a lot of work and a lot of motivation. And you know what? They're totally right. Because honestly, without somebody like Lauren, I'm telling you, I would have never been motivated to finish school. I probably would have not even been close to being done if it wasn't for her motivation. Her and her parents are absolutely amazing, and they're pretty much the reason why I succeeded. Not just with school, but honestly in life in general. The Marriott River Center, that's in San Antonio, isn't it? I mean, I've never been to Texas, so it's kind of hard for me to tell. I like to get down to Texas at some point. And if I can, I'd love to meet with you, Rafe. From our talks and interactions, you seem like a great guy. Corpus Christi is a place I'd like to get to at some point. If I get down to Texas, I would like to get to San Antonio for sure. I'd like to check out Dallas at some point. Houston doesn't really interest me, but the rest of Texas though, I mean Texas in general isn't really like at the tip top of my list. But like I said, if somebody's willing to if somebody were to say, "Here, I'll take you to Texas for free," then hell yeah, I'd go. But yeah, this summer though, I actually plan on, if I have the money, I plan on doing like this big road trip. Like, I mean, I I'd like to go out to St. Louis and maybe take a trip down up into northern Texas, possibly like maybe up to Dallas, Fort Worth. I could explore Oklahoma. I could do a little bit of exploring of Arkansas, possibly more of Missouri, because these are states that I've never actually really been to. I've been to Missouri, but I haven't been to the other states that I was talking about. Kentucky is also a state that I've never actually really been to, but I have been through by accident, actually. The two states you'll find me the most in are Pennsylvania and New York. Oh my god, oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've done a full parts tour. Uh, Probably 2020, I think, was the last time I did one. I have to do one for this year, but I probably won't be able to, and the reason being is because I don't have a shelf. Because we actually put away all of my parts because we're actually in the process of building a shelf for them. when Joe Evader, Justin did a tour of his parts collection, I looked at that shelf, and I'm like, holy crap, that looks really good and really laid out. I'm probably going to do something similar. Which, I mean, it's not going to be done this year. But, I mean, I, I don't know if we're actually going to build it. However, I'm going to look on Craigslist and see if I can actually, or Marketplace or something, see if I can find a nice shelf for a decent deal. And if I do, then a full parts store will come by the end of the year. I can guarantee you on that one. I'll be up in Greensburg tomorrow doing some rail fanning, which will be fun. It's the NS Pittsburgh line. Runs from Pittsburgh to Harrisburg. Southwestern Pennsylvania is pretty much my second home, second neck of the woods. This is where all my family is. I am down here pretty much all the damn time, whenever I'm not doing school and whenever I am not at work. I come here as much as I can. I love my family. You never know how much time you'll have with them. Which is why I get here as much as I can. Oh, sorry, guys. The live chat, here we go. Yeah, I'm glad I have you as a mod, Rafe. I mean, yeah, College Station seems like a pretty neat town. College Station's actually a town I'd like to get to if I can get to Texas. My eyes are itchy. Oh my god. I don't really have any allergies, but... No, actually, yeah, I'd like to go to College Station if I can get down to Texas. Because, like I said, I've got that Jeep coming. And I don't plan on driving it much. And I'd like to do like a little road trip with it. It's only got 112,000 miles on it. I'm trying to limit driving as much as I can. However, like I said, if I get the time off and I get the money, I'm going to hop in that Jeep, go to St. Louis, go through Missouri, go down through Oklahoma, Texas, back up, and yeah, that's probably really the only trip I'm probably going to take in that Jeep for a while. It's going to be awesome, though, having that vehicle to travel in. Yeah, really the only stuff I'm really going to be doing with that vehicle is just taking myself to work and driving back here to Pennsylvania, and that's pretty much it. I don't want to drive it much. It's a classic vehicle, and I don't want it falling apart. But the thing is, though, those old Jeeps with the inline six, they will go forever no matter what you do to them. And if you restore them at some point, like I actually plan on doing, they'll last even longer. I love classic SUVs and classic pickup trucks. The Ivar shelf at IKEA. Unfortunately, we do not have an IKEA up near us, at least when we're in Rochester. There's one in Pittsburgh, but we don't have the room to take anything back with us from IKEA at the moment, unfortunately. Yeah, when we're up in Rochester, the closest IKEA to us is literally actually in Canada. Up in Ontario, for God's sake. Which I think is kind of funny, actually. I'm just laying in my bed here. I'm gonna try some of the different effects. I'm telling you, I was looking in the mirror today, and I literally thought that I was getting gray hair. I mean, I'm too young to have grays, but I literally looked in the mirror and I was like, oh my god, am I going gray? I think I'm a little too young at 20 to get gray. On average, men don't go gray until they're like 40, I think. He already has a gray beard. At least a little bit. At least I think he does. But that's what usually happens to men when they get to be about 40 or so. I mean, I know a guy I work with who's 36, and yeah, he has a little bit of gray on his beard. I mean, everyone's different. One of my relatives, he's got gray. He's got gray in his hair, and he's 33. Young man. That would definitely look pretty funny, I gotta be honest. But that's probably not gonna happen for a while. But yeah, some people grow gray in their 20s too. I mean, it happens. Yeah, thankfully, I do not have a gray hair. They say that stress actually plays a part in gray in your hair. I mean, I've definitely had a lot of stress in my life, unfortunately, so I think I probably will go gray in sometime in my 30s. But it really isn't the end of the world. I mean, actually, gray hair kind of looks neat. When men go gray, they usually go gray on their beard first, and then their hair follows. Yeah, I like my hair color, actually. I'm Ukrainian and Polish, and Eastern Europeans often have hair like this. Dark brown, light brown, even blonde too, I think, some of them. My great-grandfather was from what is now Ukraine, and he had and I've seen pictures of him, he had the prettiest brown hair. Yeah, I mean, I'm not actually home right now, so... But yeah, next stream I do, though, I will definitely show off my lanterns. Yeah, 2 likes. Can I use the ultra-wide camera on a live stream? I'm trying to figure out. I can use the flash, but I can't use the ultra-wide camera. This sucks. It's kind of a shame. This is my pap and grandma's. Now we technically don't have 2 homes. Well, kind of, sort of, but my pap and grandma's is a second home to me. Yep, this is my home in Pennsylvania. Yeah, they're always nice enough to let me stay here and call it a second home. Yeah? Yes, go right ahead.
Just need to stash some clothes in me.
Oh, no problem. Yep, that's my grandma. Don't know what she needed, but... Yeah, that's her. Yeah, this is my room here. It's nothing really that fancy. I drew this when I was 9 years old. That's something my dad wrote when he was younger. Got some of my model vehicles, and that's my uncle when he was young. Another diecast car. That's also my uncle when he was young. an old American flag. That's my Bob the Builder action figure. That thing is like 18 years old now, which I find hard to believe. This thing is also ancient. This thing I got in 2006. I literally can't believe that that was, God, 15 years ago. My sister was only a damn year old. She was born in 2005. Hi, Metro Elevators. Yeah, I've definitely got, I don't really know where I want to go next year, honestly. I mean, it just all depends on how much time I get off from work. Hi, Jim. How are you? It's good to see you on, man. Yeah, I'm just chilling out. I found my CSX hats. I'm probably going to wear this tomorrow, honestly. I mean, I'm not rail fanning a CSX line, but it's a Norfolk Southern line. Yeah, the Pittsburgh Norfolk Southern line is freaking amazing. Non-stop traffic, almost. This also is kind of interesting. Oops. Oh, nice. I gotta tell you, I'm actually enjoying railfan a lot more than I am with elevators. Because a lot of these elevators that I used to ride a lot when I was a kid or wanted to see have bitten the dust from modernization. And you won't get and when it comes to rail fanning, for the most part, you won't get kicked out of somewhere for just watching a train go by. When it comes to elevators, it's extremely easy to get kicked out of somewhere. That's one thing I hate about this elevator stuff. When in Greensburg tomorrow, I'll probably ride an elevator or two, but I'm mostly there just to rail fan. But I don't think I showed this, but this right here is pretty cool. This is a freaking Mexican peso. I mean, it's not a peso itself, but it's a peso coin. This is freaking awesome. It's got some of the Mexican presidents on it. Los Estados Unidos Mexicanos, which is Spanish for the United States of Mexico. Or the United Mexican States. Yeah, I've never actually been kicked out of a place before, but I've been warned. I've been warned, though, when it comes to, like, I mean, the worst I've gotten is, I'm sorry, you can't take pictures here. Or, no, sorry, you're going to have to come back another time, if you get what I mean. I'm probably going to sit down here. I need something else to sit on other than that damn bed. That damn bed sucks to sit on. I mean, it's comfortable to lay down on. I mean, beds are supposed to be comfortable to lay on. But to sit on, though, it sucks. That bed sucks to sit on. I mean, our hobby, I think, is really interesting, to be quite honest with you. I mean, rarity is usually more interesting. In fact, I've had some really good bustings, believe it or not. I was in the southern tier of New York State, a small town called Binghamton. I went to the Boscov store. Security guard came up to me with a pretty mean approach at first. He was like, what you doing, man? What you taking pictures of?" And I told him exactly what I do. I love elevators, especially vintage ones. Doing a documentary on him, he was like, "Did you ask for permission, my man?" And I was like, "I didn't." Although, like I said, I kept on explaining. He was like, and he said, "That's okay. If as long as you're not filming people, you're cool." And I was like, "Wow, what a friendly man." And I proceeded to get a really darn good video of those really nice Westinghouse elevators. This place in Binghamton is really nice to elevator enthusiasts. I mean, you just have to be careful, though. Because, like I said, I may have been the only elevator enthusiast who's visited the store. They may treat others differently, but like I said, though, for the most part, you should be safe. Oh my God. Yeah, that guy was kind of overreacting. I mean, sure, seeing a guy with a camera in a building might be kind of weird, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, the guy who approached me at the Boss Calls in Binghamton was a store security officer. He was nice about it. But like I said, he came at first with kind of a mean approach. But he's there to do his job, and I even told him that. I said, "Sir, you have a job to protect the building. You do what you need to do." And he is truly one of the nicest people that I ever ran into. And like I was even told, I'm welcome to come back anytime I want and check out the elevators. And I will tell you though, probably the place I've been to with the friendliest people and the most understanding of our hobby has to be the Gennady Hotel in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. That place is literally an elevator enthusiast haven. Excuse me. Yeah, the Gennady Hotel in Williamsport. That place has some of the coolest old Otis elevators from the 1960s. With they have see they're totally original. Nothing was ever replaced. Really, the only thing that was ever replaced was the cab. The fixtures are still there. The original motors. They still classic level. They still have that beautiful mechanical dinner bell. I even told them when I was checking in, I said, I hear you guys have some old Otis elevators. And they were like, oh no, don't worry, they work fine, they've been inspected. And I was like, oh no, I actually love those things. And they were kind of shocked. And I told them about what I do, how I go around the country videotaping elevators. And they found it so fascinating. And they even said, if I want to, I'm welcome to come down on a Sunday because the elevator inspector guy actually comes in on Sundays. And they said that he'd be willing to show me around. Which I have to be completely honest, that is just awesome. And I will be back in Williamsport on a Sunday. Sometime. Yeah, sorry, I was just looking at that. Yeah, that's something. I don't go to Bergen and Churchville nearly as much. When I rail fan, I usually rail fan in Riga, the town of Riga. Sorry, a rail fan came on. I was talking to him. Yeah, sorry, guys. But yeah, I'm probably going to get off here in just a minute, but I'll tell you, this was a really nice conversation on this live stream. This is the first time in a really long time where I just came on here and ended up having a really nice talk with some of the most awesome people. Yeah, thanks for keeping me company. I mean, I appreciate it. I just came on here because I was bored and didn't really have much else to do. Let me check the time, though. Yeah, it's definitely getting late. About another minute or so when I'm gonna hop off. Yeah, this is also kind of interesting. Hold on, just give me 1 second. The Amtrak Excella, unfortunately, doesn't run up near us. I'd have to go to New Jersey to see that. But yeah, this right here, I'm not sure if you guys know this, but I also collect currencies. And that's definitely not something that's currency, but this right here, I have a $2 bill. And then they got these right here. These are brand spanking new dollar bills that came from the bank back in 2013 when they just came out with the series. And then this $2 bill right here, Series 1976. That is the year my girlfriend's mother was born. But this here is pretty cool. This is the back of a $2 bill. Yeah, and you can still spend these buggers, but I am definitely not going to risk getting rid of this thing. I love it. This right here is a copper 50-cent coin, I believe. I have no idea. It's not money, probably, but it is still pretty darn cool, and I would not want to part with this thing. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting stuff. Yes, they do. They still do. It's this right here is also pretty special to me. This is a Zaxby's cup. Why it's special to me, I really don't know. But hey, it's special to me, and I guess it's all that matters. I got that cup down in Georgia. At least, I believe I did. No, this came from North Carolina, actually. I take that back. Also got some pictures of me when I was younger, too. This was taken in 2006. That, I believe, was 2002 with my grandfather. And I got this cool little calculator here, which is ancient. Hey, that happens. I mean, yeah, this calculator, oh my god, it still freaking works. This calculator is from like 2005, and it still freaking works. Holy crap. This thing still freaking works. I can't believe it. 16-year-old calculator, 2004, 2005. Still freaking works. Let's actually see. Let's see. Oh my god, it actually works. Who would have thought? That is just too cool. Whoa. Yeah, this is definitely awesome. This old calculator, it still freaking works. I can't believe that. Anyways, guys, I am going to hop off, but it was great chatting. Happy Thanksgiving to you guys. Great seeing you on, especially Jim, and you too, Rafe.